What is up YouTube, IDM here, and welcome back to another setup guide video. I think this is episode 5 now. Playlist link is in the description if you guys haven't seen the previous episodes, but basically I'm going to show you guys how to mimic this setup that you guys are seeing here. Now it's a pretty simple setup. I like to think I kind of threw the white style kind of bar dock at the bottom. I like the way that the black and the white looks. It's a really simple setup in my opinion. We're using just WeatherHTML. I created a really simple theme for that, which just has the day, and then it says hello today is. We got some really cool icons. These are actually free icons, which is insane to me. I can't believe these are free, so they're definitely worth picking up. And yeah, I'm gonna walk you guys through it. There's actually a lot at play in this setup, and there's a few different stages we need to go through to get to this point. So the way I started off is with the icons, because that's the easy part. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into Discord, and the icons are available in the iHeaven Discord, link in the description. And then you just go to the ATT57 stuff. He is the creator of these icons, and they're absolutely awesome looking. It's a really cool theme. It's a very dark, very cool looking theme. Definitely worth picking up, especially since it is free. So if you guys are, gonna download this theme and use it, just make sure you give a big thank you to ATT57, because they're free and lots of work goes into themes like this. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna click on the download link there, as you guys seen. I'm just gonna click download and go ahead and download the theme. Now I'm gonna try not make this a super long video, but this is a kind of technical setup, and it's exciting for me because then I get to really show you guys, the limitless options there are. So we're gonna save this to files, and then I have a designated themes folder, which I've showcased many times. And in my themes folder, I have a folder for ATT57 right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and save the zip file to that folder. Now that we have downloaded the icons, make sure you go ahead and throw some emojis onto this post like that. That way, he knows that you guys like the theme, or you could say something nice in this channel. Like I said, saying nice things or showing some love really goes a long way in this community. So show some love if you download this theme. It is free. Now we're going to hop into files, and I'm going to back up and get to my themes folder. So we're going to go into themes, and then we go down to ATT57 icons, which is right up here. And there is the zip file. So all you got to do now is click the zip. It'll unzip it in files. Now I already have done this, and you will notice that it's already a folder in there, but this is how you do it. Just give it a second to extract. And then if we go in here, you will see here are all of the icons. Now, take your time going through here, because there's a lot of little cool things like color mods. So if you like maybe the green style, you can add some of those into the icons. There's a pink one. So there's some really cool color mods in here. There is yellow. So if you guys want to play around with the different colors of all the different icons, feel free to do so, obviously. There's latest icons here. These ones are, these icons are just absolutely awesome looking. We got some overlays here. So this is important. We're going to use one of these overlays for the icons. So just remember that your overlays are in there. And then there's also some wallpapers here available to be used with the theme if you want to use one of his wallpapers. And then here are some by another user. Go ahead and select on it. You can kind of see what these wallpapers look like. So it even comes with some wallpapers, which is absolutely awesome. It's very cool that he has it packaged up like this. For those of you that might be jailbroken, this is a no jailbreak theme, because it's just named for whatever the icon is. There might be a jailbreak version, I think, maybe somewhere in that channel. I'm not sure. You just have to take a look, but I would assume there probably is a jailbreak version, but this is the non-jailbreak version. And you can tell by the names of the icons, like it's just settings or shuttle, snap, stuff like that. So, okay, we got the icons. So step 2. We want to add an icon effect to all of these icons. Now there's actually 2 different shortcuts in which you can do this. There is ShowAE, and then there is also Layerize by Tito. Now, I'm going to be adding shadows and other effects from another shortcut. So for me, the easiest method was to use ShowAE. But if you guys want to use Layerize, feel free. I just feel like Layerize is a little bit more technical, and it wasn't required for me to do this current setup. So like I said, Layerize is really awesome, and so is ShowAE. That's what I'm going to use to add icon effects to these icons. But before we start going through there, we want to actually pick out what icons we want to add the effects to, since there is icons in here and in other folders. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select all of these all of these icons, and I'm just going to copy them. This is kind of the quicker way to do it. And then I'm just going to paste them into the main folder so that all the icons I want to use are located in just one main folder. And that'll make sense here in a minute when I go to do the icon effect. So I just moved all the new icons in with all of the other icons, so they're all in that same folder. So I'm gonna hop back into shortcuts now. I'm gonna load up ShowAE. If you guys haven't seen this shortcut, I have done an individual video on it. It's a little outdated. I think it was on iOS 14, so I do need to update that. But so the first thing we're gonna do is select the icons. We're gonna select on files, click on OK here. And then I'm going to back up. It'll usually put you in some random place in your folder system. So we are going to back up to my themes. And then we're going to go down to ATT57 and then into the new folder. And then I'm going to select which icons I want to add an icon effect to. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to, if I select all, if I select all, it'll add the folders in there. So just give me a second here to actually select all of these different icons. I don't know what would happen if I selected a folder. It might cause an error, so I'm just going to manually select all of these icons just like this. That way we're not selecting the folder and more than likely, like I said, more than likely causing an error with the shortcut. And there we go. That was pretty painful. But we have all of the icons selected, so now we're going to click on Open. And now it's going to ask us to choose an icon effect. Now ShowAE is kind of neat because it comes with a whole bunch of preloaded icon effects. That's kind of the difference between ShowAE and Layerize. Layerize, you supply your own icon effects. With ShowAE, you can supply your own or choose from a bunch. But I'm going to do custom AE because ATT57's theme comes with its own icon effects. So I'm going to do select from files. Now, of course, for the icon effect, you could choose, whatever style of this you want. And apparently we got an error, and there we are. So we're in the overlays now, and I can't remember which one is the plain one. I think it might be number 6. We'll just do number 6. If it has color, who cares? They're virtually all the same. They just have different color options. And now the shortcut's going to apply this overlay on top of all of those icons, and then we can export all of those icons out. So there we go. We selected the plain one, so you can get a quick preview of what the icons are going to look like with the selected overlay on. And like I said, the theme comes with this overlay in it, which is pretty awesome because it's a really cool looking overlay. So they all look good to me, so we're just going to click on Done. Now we're going to do Save Icons. And the easiest way to save this is to our Files application. So Save to Files. And the way I like to do this next part is in the folder for the icons that we just did. As you can see, I did another one. It was AE applied. I basically will do the same thing. So I'm going to select on the folder that contains the icons. I'm going to click the plus button, and then I'm going to do AE, and then I just like to do applied or something like that, so I know where all of these icons are. And I'm just going to click Done, and now it's going to save all of the icons, and it was very quick, and there we go. So now when we exit out of shortcuts, we can go back into our files. I'm going to back up so it refreshes, and then hop back in here. You can see there's the new AE applied folder, and if we go in here, as you can see, all of these icons have an icon effect on them. Basically, they're slightly different than these. As you can see, no icon effect, but if we go in here, there you go, there is the icon effect. Now we can go ahead and start creating the icons for the home screen. So I'm just going to do one for example. I have shown how to do this a million times, but I'll do just one icon in case you guys don't know. So to create custom icons on iOS 15, you go into shortcuts. You click the plus button, you do add action, scripting, open app, choose the app. I'll do App Store. Settings button, upper right. If I can click on it, there we go. Add to home screen, and then you choose File, and I'm going to back up and go into the new folder with the new AE applied, and I'm going to choose the Apple logo one there, and there you go. Clear the name, and then you can add it to your home screen. Now I like to hop back into shortcuts, click Done, click the X, and then delete this shortcut because we don't need that to have a custom icon. It'll just clutter up your shortcuts. So now we have our new icon added to the home screen, and at this point you just rinse and repeat. You choose which icon you want to use for which application, create your shortcut for it, and then place it on your home screen, and then that's how I've done all of the rest of these icons. Now the next part is you need WeatherHTML. So this is a shortcut that is also available through a Discord server, and that is the Innovation Discord server. I have an independent video showing how to download this and everything. It's had a couple updates. I need to do a newer video on it. I think there's some cool new features and stuff, but I will get to that eventually here. But basically you can download WeatherHTML 2.0 from this server in Innovation and use it accordingly. I'm not going to go ahead and download and do all of that because I've already done a dedicated tutorial for WeatherHTML. If you guys need to see it, link is in the description. But from the same Innovation server, what we can do here is go into the gallery. And as you can see, I just posted this theme that I am using right now. So to download it, all you got to do is click on the download link there and click download. We're going to do more. We're going to do save to files. And then this is the file directory for WeatherHTML 2.0. In your iCloud, you go into shortcuts, and then you go into iOS weather, and then you go to O2 WeatherHTML 2.0, and then you just save it to that folder. And you can see all of the different themes that I have in there. So just click save. And I already have it. I'm just going to say keep both. But there you just click install, and then there you go. Now we can hop back into our files. So a lot of jumping back and forth to pull this off, but we're getting there. We're getting close. So in our files, in shortcuts, we can go into iOS weather, O2 WeatherHTML 2.0. There is our theme that we just downloaded. Actually, this is the one that I created to upload to Box, so we'll delete that. This is the one we just downloaded. So to extract it in here, just click on the zip, let it unextract. And it does take a second here to fully extract the zip file, and it should be done any second, hopefully. And don't worry, people that use WeatherHTML, I am going to be doing an advanced guide here very, very soon for those of you that want to get into learning how to create these themes, how to use WeatherHTML, meaning how to be a theme creator and all of that, how to make simple edits to these themes like the background, so on and so forth. Well, it's taking forever to load. Remember that this is all taking place in iCloud Drive. So if anything like this happens, you just have to be patient because it is server side. This is depending on Apple servers. Sometimes there's little hiccups. Sometimes they take forever to download. Sometimes there's errors and stuff like that. It's server side issues usually on Apple's end for stuff like this, but I'm just going to leave it as is because I already have the theme. So just imagine I unzipped it and here is the theme, and you can just literally go in here and see, you know, this is the theme. It's pretty straightforward, but with WeatherHTML, we need to go into the 00theme.json, and we need to select my new theme to be used with WeatherHTML 2.0. So I'm going to share this with Codex, and you would just change this name right here. I'll delete it out. Just be very precise at this point. Make sure that if it has a capital letter, you're using a capital letter. If there is no space, there is no space. Just 100% you have to name the name of the theme that you want to use. And the one that I'm using is IDM_08, just like that. No spaces, lowercase I, capital D, capital M, _08. And once you have done that, it will work. Now, I want to add something additionally here, because in this setup, I do have shadows underneath these icons. Now, in this video, it's probably really hard to tell, but in person, you will notice the shadows. But since it is set up for an iPhone 12 Pro Max, I actually packaged the theme up so that it does not have shadows. So if we go into the theme here and you go into images, you will notice I have two backgrounds available. I have the plain background, and then I have a background with shadows for 12 Pro Max. And I'm pretty sure the 12 Pro Max and the 11 Pro Max have the exact same screen size. So if you have either of those two iPhones, you can change the name of this to just BG, and then you can change the name of this to something else. So that's what I'll do. So if you guys have a 12 Pro Max or 11 Pro Max, you can go ahead and do the renames here. So we'll just do rename, and I'll name this BG Original, just like that. Click done, and then I'll rename this one as well. But what I'll do is I'll get rid of that last part, so it's just BG, and then the shortcut will accept it as the background image. That way I can have shadows. Now, if you guys don't have a 12 Pro Max and you still want shadows, this is how you can do it. So on this image here, it's the plain one, no shadows. What you can do is you can save the image to your photos, and then we can use another application, or shortcut rather, to apply those shadows. So the way I'm going to do this is another shortcut. This shortcut is called Homescreen Creator. Again, another shortcut I've done a ton of coverage on. So if you guys need to know details, I'll look up the video link. It'll be in the description. Everything you guys will need will be in the description. So we're going to go into Homescreen Creator. Choose your device size. These are the only sizes that are available currently. So if you have a different iPhone, I'm sorry, I'm not the developer of it, but there are a bunch that are available. So I'm going to choose 12 Pro Max. I'm going to select the wallpaper that I want to add shadows to. That's going to be this one here, which I saved out of my files. And then I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. Of course, you could customize this to however you want. Click done. And now we're going to select the shadows. Again, a little bit more jumping around in our files. And this will be in shortcuts under 12 Pro Max, under depths, no widget, medium bottom. I think that's what that stands for. So this is the first 5 rows of icons. So I'm going to just choose that, and it's going to apply the shadows. I'm not going to add a dock, and then it gives you a preview. Now, on a very dark background, I like to do 2 layers of shadows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it, and I'm going to repeat that same process to make the shadows more noticeable on a darker wallpaper. So I'm going to click OK, and then we're going to choose the new one, which has shadows. No. Done. Now we're going to select the same shadows. And no to the dock. And there we go. Now we have a much more vibrant shadow, or darker shadow. We can save that to files. We can hop into photos now, and hopefully I can demonstrate what the difference between the two look like. I'm not sure if you're really going to be able to see this on YouTube because it kind of compresses the darker colors, but there is a slight shade difference between these two, and these are a lot more noticeable when they're under your icons. So from here, all you got to do is click edit. Share sheet on the bottom left, copy the photo, and then go into files in the same image folder within my theme. So in the image folder here, all you got to do is tap and hold on a blank spot here, and then just click on paste. And it's telling you that it's still a PNG image, so it has to be a PNG type image. So as long as you saved it out of here, it should be good. And then all you got to do is rename this new image that has shadows and all of that. Just rename this to just BG like that. And I already have it there, so it doesn't let me, but that's basically how you can add shadows to the wallpaper if you want to use shadows for this wallpaper. Now what I'm gonna do is just show you guys, we'll just change the wallpaper here real quick. I'll just switch that out so you can see what it looks like. I mean, just that alone looks really cool. But I'm gonna run the shortcut now. So we're gonna run WeatherHTML 2.0. So if we go back in here, here is WeatherHTML 2.0. I'm just gonna go ahead and run the shortcut, and you guys will see the changes take effect in real time, and it should look all good. A lot of cool ways you could customize setups with these icons. These icons are absolutely awesome looking. Again, like I said, if you guys are still here watching this tutorial, just make sure you give ATT57 a huge thanks for these icons. They're absolutely awesome. And there you go. Now that we just ran the shortcut, it looks just like it did at the beginning of this video. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. I know it's a bit longer, but you know, when it comes to, you know, stock iOS 15 customization, time and effort is required. But once you have your iPhone to this point, you can just leave it like this, and it has an awesome setup. You know, if you want to keep it for a couple of weeks before you make a new setup, it's totally possible. So it's very cool. And also what's neat is these icons, I will always have these icons. I don't have to worry about deleting them. I can just put them all in a folder and put them on a different home screen page to use it in a setup at a later date. So I think it's really cool. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this series. If you have, definitely throw me a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.